Have you ever pondered the ramifications of a tariff war on a global scale? What happens when the world's largest economies decide to flex their economic muscles? Today, we delve into the intricate web of global trade, focusing on the impact of tariffs imposed by the Trump administration. It all started with the imposition of significant tariffs on imports, particularly from China. These tariffs reached staggering heights, at times hitting 142%. China was not to be outdone and retaliated with tariffs reaching up to 125%. The volatility in policy, with frequent changes, created a whirlwind of market uncertainty. As we moved forward, we saw a shift in strategy. Trump began to exempt certain electronics, such as phones, computers, chips, TVs, and solar panels, from the highest tariffs. The tariffs on these items were reduced to around 10%. This move provided a glimpse of hope in the midst of a turbulent trade war. The global economic impact was hard to ignore. We witnessed an unprecedented flight to safety away from US markets. Gold prices soared dramatically, indicating market concerns. The US dollar weakened significantly, dropping below 100 on the dollar index. Bond markets showed signs of instability due to reduced confidence, and market volatility was reportedly higher than during the 2008 financial crisis. The view from the outside was not any rosier. European tourism to the US reportedly fell by 30 to 40%. Global trust in US economic leadership diminished. Smaller economies, like Vietnam, found themselves caught in the crossfire of the tariff war. Meanwhile, China held its ground. It leveraged its cultural and economic strengths to stand firm against US pressure. It developed alternatives to US technology platforms and continued to invest globally, particularly in Africa and developing nations. It also worked to increase domestic consumption while maintaining export capacity. As we look to the future, several predictions emerge. Trump is likely to maintain some base tariff level, perhaps around 5 to 10%, to satisfy his base. A complete US-China decoupling is considered impossible due to economic interdependence. China is poised to accelerate technology development, particularly in semiconductors. We can expect nationalistic production increases globally. China will continue its globalization efforts, while the US takes a more protectionist approach. To sum up, the speakers characterized the tariff war as a self-inflicted wound. They argued that reshoring manufacturing to the US is unrealistic in the short term due to the complexity of supply chains, higher costs of US manufacturing, lack of necessary infrastructure and expertise, and the consumer impact. In the end, they concluded that while finding ways for both countries to win would be best for the global economy, the trade tensions are likely to continue for the foreseeable future. So, as we navigate the complex currents of global trade, it's clear that the impact of tariffs is far-reaching and profound. The ripple effects will continue to shape the world economy for years to come. The question is, are we ready for what lies ahead?